The following CBC special presentation is available with described video.
Canada's Walk of Fame is about celebrating those who inspire us to believe that anything is possible.
Right now, in this moment right here, I feel like I have finally made it.
We have lighted the path. You can realize your dreams in this country. I'm living proof.
Terry, the country that you ran across and dearly loved has not let you down.
Thank you, Canada.
Thank you.
I am so proud to be a Canadian.
Tonight, we induct 9 extraordinary Canadians. A visionary filmmaker, a legendary classical guitarist, a global hospitality giant and philanthropist, a cultural icon, a heroic humanitarian, a world-renowned heart surgeon, a trailblazer and changemaker, a revered golf champion, and rock superstars.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.
This is Canada's Walk of Fame 2025. Please welcome Canada's Walk of Fame board member and founder of Seeing Red Media, Brian Porter.
Sego, my name is Brian Porter. I am Mohawk, Bear Clan from 6 Nations of the Grand River. I am the founder and Sagohuntis of Seeing Red. Like many Mohawks, I learned the concept of a good mind. And a good mind is one that is open and dissects what it hears to understand it. When I hear a land acknowledgement at events like these, my mind starts to dissect it. What is the intention? What is the outcome? Who is it for? The intention is to show respect, and desired outcome is reconciliation. Without action, they are only words. So, instead, I will open this event with acknowledgement of effort and a message of hope. We celebrate that the grass still grows and the water still flows on our traditional lands. And the animals who represent our clans are still here, helping us to understand. Thank you to everyone for preserving our Mother Earth and protecting our animals. To everyone who has fought to keep our water and our air clean, who understand that contamination knows no socioeconomic background. To those who got in there and did something about it, thank you for being an ally. And to our brothers and sisters in this fight every day, Nyawakoa, you have more support than you know. May the 7th generation, the one yet to come, be able to deliver this same message about preservation. There is much work to be done, but if we approach it with open hearts, mutual respect, and open minds, I think we will be surprised how much we can accomplish. Nyawa, let's enjoy the wondrous storytelling tonight that our country and Canada's Walk of Fame has to offer.
From the Metro Toronto Convention Centre, please welcome your hosts, Arissa Cox and Madison Tevlin.
Good evening and welcome to Canada's Walk of Fame 2025. I'm so excited to be here with you tonight and to be hosting with you, Madison.
Well, me too, Arissa. This is going to be wonderful. We're so lucky to live in Canada and to be here celebrating these incredible Canadians.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling great.
Yes.
My sass level is at a 7 or 8.
7 or 8, huh? We can do better. We're going to get to a 10. We are here to bring a little sass and swag to this show. And in 2025, that's what being Canadian is all about. We are not afraid to show the world who we are.
Let's do this.
Our first inductee was born and raised in Montreal. He's a genre-defying and restlessly inventive director and filmmaker whose credits include everything from the Netflix series Stranger Things, ever heard of it? To blockbuster films like Night at the Museum and Deadpool and Wolverine.
I can't wait to see what he does with the Star Wars. Yeah, that's right. A Canadian's making a Star Wars movie.
That's true. So let's watch some highlights from Shawn's incredible career.
From the heart of Montreal to the heart of Hollywood, Shawn Levy's journey has been powered by imagination, resilience, and vision. His fingerprints are on some of the most beloved films and series of our time, from global blockbusters to deeply personal dramas and everything in between, and upside down. Shawn now prepares to bring a new vision to the Star Wars galaxy with Starfighter. And even as his projects grew bigger, Shawn's approach never changed. Build trust, connect with and empower fellow creators, and tell stories that stay with you long after the credits roll. It's a philosophy rooted in his Canadian beginnings.
Who's next?
For creating the extraordinary and helping others do the same. We proudly welcome Shawn Levy to Canada's Walk of Fame.
Welcome to the stage, Charlie, Sophie, Coco, and Tess Levy.
Whether it's a half-hour kid series on Disney Channel or a multi-$100 million blockbuster feature film, my dad brings the same enthusiasm and devotion to everything that he does.
My dad has raised my sisters and I with that same commitment and passion that is not just captivating, it's inspiring.
This recognition is special for many reasons, but notably because of the place that is giving it to him. Canada is where my dad was born. It's the place and the people that raised him and shaped him.
It's where he first discovered his passion and love for filmmaking. It is the very place he is from, telling him that he matters, and that the art he has put out into this world is special, understood, and appreciated.
Despite being one of the busiest people in the entire world, you always show up for us. And today, we get to show up for you. We're so proud of you, Dad. Congratulations.
Before we bring you up here, Dad, some of your friends wanted to say a few words, so let's roll the video.
I love you, Shawn. Everybody who works with you loves you. Canada, you continue to knock it out of the park with incredibly talented, funny, great filmmakers and actors and comedians.
Happy Walk of Fame, Shawn. Go get him, Shawn. God, I hope you don't show this publicly. We love you, though. We love you. Goodbye.
Shawn's one of my closest friends. I've learned from him. I've admired him as a husband, as a father. I've grown with him, and I'm incredibly grateful to him. There are several walks of fame, but as a Canadian, there is none more important than this.
Shawn Levy, it's your second favorite Ryan here, and that might not even be true. Might be Seacrest, but it doesn't matter. You know why? Because I don't care how far down the Ryan list I go, because you're my number one, Shawn. And I want to congratulate you on receiving your star on the Canada Walk of Fame, because you've earned it.
Get on up here, Dad.
Thank you. I'll start by saying what every parent in this room already knows. However fun it is to get this and movie stars saying nice things, to have my daughters speak in that way and to be here with me, that is the thing about tonight that means the most. Which also, by the way, the fact that I feel that way is also, I think, a Canadian trait. I'm very grateful for that, girls, and very grateful for your mom, my wife, Serena, who has been the balance in my life and has walked every step of this crazy career with me since we met on my student film back in 1993. I love Canadians. I clearly seem to have a possibly unhealthy obsession with Canadian Ryans. The notion that my star on this Walk of Fame will be alongside the other 8 people here tonight, but also alongside like John Candy and Nickelback, and Leonard Cohen next to Keanu Reeves. Surely we would all agree that is the most weird-ass group ever. But it's also the most awesome, and I'm proud to be a part of it. Thank you.
Do I keep it as my name?
Yeah.
Oh, it is my name. My name's on it.
Welcome, award-winning classical singer and host of Tempo on CBC Radio 2, Julie Nasrallah.
Leona Boyd has experienced worldwide fame and acclaim. She is held in great esteem by her peers and is recognized as one of the greatest classical guitarists of all time. To succeed like she has over so many decades, you must be disciplined and strong and grounded in technique. It's right there in her name. Liona comes from the Italian for lioness. And with that long golden mane of hers, that's what I see. A lioness, soft, nurturing, and fierce. Let's watch some moments from Leona Boyd's extraordinary life.
For 5 decades, Leona Boyd has moved audiences worldwide with a sound that's both technically masterful and deeply emotional. Born in London, England, and raised in Toronto, she defied every expectation in the male-dominated genre of classical guitar to become an icon in music. Her 1974 debut album, The Guitar, marked the beginning of a singular career.
Leona Boyd.
Leona Boyd! 5 Juno Awards, gold and platinum albums, and the title of Canada's First Lady of the Guitar. Her achievements have earned her 5 honorary doctorates, the Order of Ontario, the Diamond Jubilee Medal, and the Order of Canada. Leona has played private concerts for the British royal family at Windsor Castle, for world leaders at the G7 Summit, toured with Gordon Lightfoot, recorded with Chet Atkins, and was conducted by John Williams with the Boston Pops. Even when musicians' focal dystonia threatened her ability to play, Leona adapted, evolving into a singer, songwriter, and continuing to compose, perform, and inspire.
You are a true spark of Canadian creativity. You've inspired me and my limited abilities in music my whole life.
You've been such an amazing influence and an inspiration on so many guitarists throughout your career, me included.
For her life's work and musical legacy, we welcome Leona Boyd to Canada's Walk of Fame.
Thank you, Julia, and thank you to Peter Mansbridge for narrating that video they put together. Thank you especially to Canada's Walk of Fame for this great honor and for recognizing my lifetime dedication to music. I have so many people to thank, starting, of course, with my late parents, who had the courage in 1957 to come to Canada with only $100 in their pockets and the dream of a better life for their family. My dear father, who, when I was 6, carried on his back the $5 guitar that would become the Christmas present that was about to change my life. To my dear mother, who was always such a wonderful support, thank you, Mommy. Gordon Lightfoot, who gave me a major start in my early career by taking me on tour with him for over 100 concerts. Finally, to thank some people who are not dead. The great orchestrators I've worked with over the years. A really special thanks to my dear friend Peter Bond. He's been my musical producer and director for the last 17 years. To Universal Music, with a special thanks to Randy Lennox. Love you, Randy. And to Warren Stewart, the head of marketing. I'd also like to thank all my fans around the world, without whom I would have never had this adventurous life I was so lucky to lead. Thank you so much, Canada's Walk of Fame.
Bringing our inductees and honorees home, Air Canada, exclusive airline of Canada's Walk of Fame.
So let's set the scene. You know that feeling in the air, that buzz? When the red carpet rolls out and the velvet ropes go up and there's a swarm of clipboards and legendary TIFF volunteers controlling all the chaos, the autograph seekers, the party hoppers, and somehow I've lost my co-host. Madison?
Well, here I am. I just can't resist that red carpet. Arissa, are you just so excited about this? Because I know I am.
Oh, yeah.
Let's watch some of their highlights of 50 years at the Toronto International Film Festival.
Every September, the heart of Toronto becomes the center of the film world. But the Toronto International Film Festival, TIFF, has always been more than a film festival. TIFF grew into a cultural powerhouse.
Championing bold new voices, launching Oscar campaigns, and turning independent films into worldwide sensations. Its greatest innovation? Opening the doors to everyone, turning audiences into tastemakers, and Toronto into a world capital of cinema.
In 2010, you'll remember, Catherine, TIFF opened its Lightbox, built on land donated by the family of filmmaker Ivan Reitman. It cemented TIFF's year-round commitment to education, community engagement, and the preservation of film as an art form. Through national initiatives, global partnerships, and support for the next generation of storytellers, we proudly welcome the Toronto International Film Festival to Canada's Walk of Fame.
Please welcome to the stage Oscar-nominated director and screenwriter Deepa Mehta.
Hi everybody, namaskar, as we say in Hindi. Toni Morrison famously said that all art is political. Clearly, we are living amidst turbulent political times, and now more than ever, our preservation depends on our ability to expose, showcase, and elevate the stories around the world which inform, stimulate, and hopefully call into action our innate humanity. This is the profoundly significant role which TIFF has been playing for 50 years. My first exposure to TIFF as an instrument of change was when they chose my film Fire to open Perspective Canada. This film had no Canadian government support, did not have a single scene which took place on Canadian soil, and was peppered with Hindi dialogue. TIFF was criticized by some government institutions for not showing a real Canadian film. But TIFF stood their ground, and in their view, the storyteller and the director, being Canadian, made the film Canadian. I salute you, TIFF, wherever you are. Where are you guys? I can't see you. Hi. I salute you. I really do. It's your intrinsic worthiness for being nurturing and being a home to all us Canadian filmmakers. I can't thank you enough. Thank you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Deepa. Thank you to Canada's Walk of Fame for this honor. This belongs to all of TIFF staff, its programmers, its volunteers and leaders, past and present, many of them up here today, over 50 years. They were the ones who earned it. I also want to thank the City of Toronto. Every September, it's a glorious mix of locals and visitors showing off the cultures and the hospitality of a city that I believe is unique in the world. But my biggest thanks is for Canada. TIFF, I think it only ever happened in Canada. At our best, we're curious about the world because the world is us. We chase excellence and empathy. We crave fairness. We're a country of grit and hope and generosity. And we're never above laughing at ourselves. On behalf of our founders, Bill Marshall, Dusty Cole, and Hank Vanderkolk, on behalf of leaders, Wayne Clarkson, Ann McKenzie, Helga Stephenson, Piers Handling, and Michelle Mayhew, all of us here today, and on behalf of our board chair, Jeffrey Remedios, and my colleagues, Anita Lee and Jennifer Fries, also here today, I want to accept this honor with deep, deep gratitude. So come see us in September, because we are 50, and we're kind of 50 and frisky. We want to see you there. Thank you.
Since 2010, the Alan Slate Music Impact Honor has celebrated Canadian artists who have used their voices not only to entertain, but to inspire and uplift.
More than anybody, I want to dedicate this to my mom, because you're the reason why I never gave up.
Canada, this is for you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for this moment. I'm going to get off here before I swear.
I love this country. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to every single person in this room.
Thank you for seeing me and my music. Miigwech, merci beaucoup.
Canada's Walk of Fame is grateful to Gary Slate and to the Slate Family Foundation.
When people think of Canada, they may not always think of luxury, but they should. One of the biggest luxury brands in the world was built by an extraordinary Canadian.
Well, of course, you're talking about the Four Seasons.
That's right. Entering Canada's Walk of Fame in entrepreneurship and philanthropy, Isadore Sharp is the embodiment of these areas of excellence. He is a legend.
Izzy was born in 1931, one of 4 children, and the only son of Polish immigrant Max Sharp and his wife Lil. Izzy's father was a contractor, building and selling houses one at a time. As a teenager, Izzy helped out on construction sites and credits that experience with learning the importance of hard work. He joined his father in business, and the Sharp Construction Company doubled in size to a 2-man operation. In 1961, Izzy's first Four Seasons Motor Hotel opened. This motel would be the first link in a worldwide chain of luxury hotels and resorts. Today, Four Seasons is an international success story with a great deal of Canadian content. Tragedy struck Rosalie and Izzy's personal life when their son Christopher died of cancer at the age of 17. Shortly after Christopher's death, another young cancer victim caught the attention of Izzy and every other Canadian. Like all of us, Izzy was moved by the courage of Terry Fox.
When Terry's run had to end, and we learned that Terry wasn't going to survive cancer a second time, Mr. Sharp called Terry on the phone one day and asked Terry what he thought of holding something to perpetuate his Marathon of Hope. And Mr. Sharp came back with an annual run across the country, and people will remember and give to cancer research.
If it hadn't been for Mr. Isadore Sharp, those runs I know would never have started.
Thank you for your dedication to cancer research. Your generosity is inspiring, and we're thrilled to see your contributions honored by the Canada's Walk of Fame. Congratulations, Mr. Sharp.
Please welcome Rosalie Sharp.
Well, what an astonishing ride Izzy and I have had all these 73 years. But it seems that now I'm sleeping with a legend. In our first 6 years together, I watched him struggle to open the first hotel with no money and fighting the naysayers. Still, that Jarvis Street Hotel came to pass only because of Izzy's perseverance and unwavering belief. Throughout the years, I've watched in disbelief as Izzy's aspirations have come true. Early on, he claimed that he would make Four Seasons a worldwide brand like Rolls-Royce. I made no comment. But privately, I was thinking, well, hardly likely with only 8 hotels. So I can truly claim that my most valuable contribution to his success has been my silence. So how did all this happen, that a nice Jewish boy got so far ahead? And now welcome the boy himself, our Isadore.
This is truly a very special honor, and I'm humbled to be counted among such distinguished honorees. The essentials for success are hard work, perseverance, belief in what you're doing, and also that invisible hand of support that we all need. I would like to express my gratitude for my parents, who taught me the importance of ethics, to my colleagues who confirm my belief in trust, and most of all, to my wife, Rosalie, my unfailing helpmate for 70 years.
It's 73 years.
Thank you for this most distinctive tribute. Enjoy the evening.
Good Life was built to empower and change Canadian lives. From supersets to hot yoga, first reps to new personal bests. Coast to coast, this is where we thrive. Health and fitness fueled and Canadian strong. Born here, built here. This is Canada's Gym.
Our next inductee, Dr. Tirone David, has done more in the field of cardiac surgery than almost anyone who has ever lived.
This doctor is a rock star for real. I'm not joking. He's so famous, other doctors just stop him for selfies.
True story. Dr. David is the embodiment of someone who leads with his heart.
With a special performance for Dr. David, please welcome the tenors.
You have been the truest friend that anyone could have, and the love you always give, I want you to get back. You've been knocked down and found. Not everyone is what they show you. What is true will always be revealed. Lead with your heart. It's the one thing you can trust. To always come from love, and it will shine right through the dark, like a northern star to show you what is true. You never lose. If only you will lead with your
Heart surgery, from the beginning, the outcome could be measured, could be quantified.
Among Tirone David's most influential contributions is the David operation, a revolutionary technique that spares the aortic valve and gives patients a second chance at life. The alternative, you once said, was death. Over the next 4 decades, Dr. David performed more than 15,000 open heart surgeries, pioneered over a dozen groundbreaking procedures, and published hundreds of scientific papers. He helped transform Toronto into a global center for heart health, and alongside Peter Monk, shaped one of the world's most respected cardiac institutions. He earned some of the highest honors in both Canada and Brazil, including the Order of Canada, the Order of Ontario, the Order of Rio Branco. Now, in his 81st year, he's still in the operating room, a testament to a lifetime driven by purpose. For his brilliance, his integrity, and the lives he's saved across the globe, we proudly welcome Dr. Tirone David to Canada's Walk of Fame.
Welcome, Dr. Maral Uzunian.
Cardiac surgeons are not typically at the Canada's Walk of Fame. We're generally buried in the operating room, having little contact with the outside world. But there's a reason why we are here today and why Tirone David is the only cardiac surgeon to be honored this way. He is our rock star. He has spent the last 4.5 decades developing, perfecting, and sharing many of the operations that we perform. Tirone has set the standard for cardiac surgery globally, and how fitting for Canada's Walk of Fame to be awarded to this living legend who continues to inspire generations of surgeons every day. Now let's hear from a patient of his.
Hi, how are you guys tonight? I've had treatment by Dr. David 4 times, 4 surgeries. He knew I'd survive, I knew I'd survive, but nobody else seemed to. But anyway, I made it, and here I am 6.5 years later. I hike with my Thursday men's hiking group up and down the side of Blue Mountain, and ride my motorcycle and carry on. And it's all because of Tirone and David. Usually I email you every 6 months to let you know how things are going. Well, this time, I came down to see you. So, come on up.
I'm honored to receive this. I owe so much to so many people. I should start, however, by telling you that Jackie David, my wife, has been with me for 50 years. More importantly, she has been my best friend, my confidant, and has always supported the crazy life that I chose to have. She also gave me Adrian, Carolyn, and Krista, my daughters. And those 3 have added a new understanding of love. I have been a lucky man. I was born of loving parents who instilled in me confidence and the desire to do well. To be a doctor wasn't my idea. My father said, go be a doctor. To please him, I became one. During medical school, I discovered heart surgery, fell in love with it, and to know that you are able to alleviate suffering and improve somebody's lifespan is really a privilege. God gave me a set of dexterity and scientific curiosity, able to repair what was unrepairable broken hearts before. I'm a lucky man because 50 years ago, I decided to become a Canadian, and there is no better place in the earth to live.
Every year, we shine a spotlight on those making an extraordinary difference at the grassroots level. Canada's Walk of Fame Community Hero program, presented by MLSE and Seeing Red Media, honors our 2024 Community Hero, Stephanie Kwan, a medical student and founder of the Sprouts Initiative. We would also like to acknowledge Canada's Walk of Fame 2024 National Hero, Danielle Campo, a celebrated Canadian Paralympic swimmer and award-winning inspirational speaker. Heroes show up when we need them, and a Canadian hero has a reputation for showing up when things get really rough. Now, just a warning here, some of the images in this next video depict scenes of violence and war. Now, every day, our screens, big and small, are filled with images that show the human cost of war. Our next inductee is a true hero whose bravery is matched only by her compassion and her dedication to shine a light into the darkness of conflict. Her name is Dr. Samantha Nutt, and this is her story.
War doesn't end when the last shot is fired. It lingers in the rubble of classrooms, in fractured families, in childhoods torn apart. And in the midst of it all, there is Dr. Samantha Nutt, a Canadian physician and humanitarian who has spent more than 2 decades working in some of the world's most dangerous conflict zones. She founded War Child Canada, and then War Child USA. To amplify the work, she turned to music. These artists have raised millions, visited conflict zones, and used their platforms to bring global attention to forgotten crises. Today, War Child reaches over 600,000 people each year, delivering education, legal protection, and economic opportunities in war-affected regions. Her work reminds us that peace is not just the absence of war, it is the presence of justice. For a lifetime of service, leadership, and impact, we proudly welcome Dr. Samantha Nutt to Canada's Walk of Fame.
Welcome to the stage, Samantha Nutt's son, Reese Hoskins, along with 3-time Juno Award-winning singer-songwriter Chantel Kraviatsuk.
Samantha Nutt, my sister from another mister, is the bravest woman I know. The work that Dr. Samantha Nutt has done on behalf of War Child for the past 25 years is incredibly challenging. In war-torn countries, most of those that are affected are women and children. She just rolls up her sleeves and focuses on sustainable long-term goals. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, it's work. And it's the science of bringing humanity and hope together to people who have lost everything.
Growing up, my mom would go to war zones, but she would also be there to catch my baseballs in the park. Or take me on what she called crazy mom adventures, waking up to go shelling on the beach at sunrise, or when I was 13, to New York to see plays written and performed by women. This became known as Mom's Feminist Indoctrination Tour, and yes, it worked. She once made me write a school essay on conflict minerals and war in the Eastern Congo. I was in grade 5. But I loved it. I admire what she does. Unconventional, to be sure, but that's who she is. Brilliant, empathetic, brave, and hilarious. And above all, despite everything she has seen and lived through, or maybe because of it, she's an amazing mother who always sees the joy, the love, and the light in this world and helps you see it too. There's no one like her. I love you, Mom. Please come up and accept your star on Canada's Walk of Fame.
Thank you so much. I am just a small, scrappy kid born in Scarborough, Ontario, to immigrant parents. They're both nuts, I swear. That is my only nut joke. If I don't say it, someone else will. Grade school was amazing for me. But my parents came to this country I love, Canada, in pursuit of what so many desperately seek: stability, opportunity, and a better future for their children. Working in war zones has taught me in the starkest terms just how rare a gift that is. I have certainly endured the horrors of war, and I have lost too many friends who have died doing exactly what I do. And I have no idea why I'm still here, and they are not. I wish they were. Many of them are much more deserving of this recognition than I am. But it has also been the greatest privilege of my life to bear witness to the extraordinary courage, selflessness, and sacrifice that defines the humanitarian sector. War, by destroying everything it touches, offers the ultimate lesson: hold on to each other, because it is all that we have. To my friends, family, and the War Child team, thank you. Thank you for being my sanity, my joy, my comfort, and my inspiration. To my exceptionally good-looking husband and partner in all things, and our beautiful boy, Reese, now very much a young man, well done tonight. Thank you again, Canada's Walk of Fame. Thank you, Jeffrey Latimer. Thank you, everyone here this evening. It's been an honor.
With a special tribute to Dr. Nutt, welcome Sam Roberts.
Good evening. In founding War Child, Dr. Samantha Nutt has identified a fundamental human truth, and that's if we lose sight of the value of the life of a child, we lose sight of ourselves.
Sometimes it seems that it's all a dream, this life that calls to me. I left home when I was 19, went to see what I could see. I saw many people, they were thick as thieves, some lonesome as a dove. Just one thought that occurred to me is that everybody needs some love. Then a brown-eyed girl, where she stopped the world, there was nothing I could do. Girl, I swear I nearly broke my back just trying to keep up with you. And he fell for her like a wounded bird and hoping you could give her love. She said, babe, don't fret, or did you forget that everybody needs some love? And I believe in the things that you say to me, like I believe in the moon and the stars above. Gonna fly with the wings that you gave to me. You know everybody needs some love. And I believe in the things that you say to me, like I believe in the moon and the stars above. Gonna fly with the wings that you gave to me. You know everybody needs some love.
From Dr. Tirone David to Dr. Samantha Nutt to Dr. Olivia Winters. You all know who I'm talking about. Yes, Tonya Williams and her iconic role on The Young and the Restless. Okay, so every family had their soap opera. Y&R was ours. Tonya, you have done so many things. You taught us how to tell the time on the polka dot door. You founded Real World Film Festival, which celebrates 25 years this year. Tonya Williams, what don't you do?
Tonya Williams has always been a force of change, on screen and behind the scenes. She rose to international fame as Dr. Olivia Barbara Winters on The Young and the Restless, captivating audiences for over 20 years.
You are my beloved. I am my friend. All the days of my life.
But Tonya's legacy goes far beyond the spotlight. She founded Real World in the year 2000. Tonya works with government and industry leaders to expand funding, increase access, and create lasting change for underrepresented communities. For her powerful performances, her visionary leadership, and her unwavering dedication to equity, we proudly welcome Tonya Williams to Canada's Walk of Fame.
Welcome to the stage, one of the stars of Law & Order Toronto Criminal Intent, award-winning actor K.C. Collins.
Tonight we honor a woman who redefined what's possible, not just for herself, but for an entire generation of storytellers. Tonya built the Real World Film Festival to champion underrepresented voices in Canadian film and television, long before diversity was a trend. At the time, a film festival devoted to people of color didn't seem possible. But with Tonya, the impossible seeps through the possible. Real World didn't just last, it flourished, and it changed the industry forever. Fun fact, 18 years ago, Tonya played my mother in a movie called Poor Boy's Game, directed by Clement Virgo. I know, my mother. Look at her. We look like brother and sister. Tonya's legacy is one of vision, action, opportunity building, and fearless leadership. So it's not only what she's done, it's what she's made possible for others. And on behalf of a grateful nation, I'm proud to present Tonya Williams with her rightful place on Canada's Walk of Fame.
Casey, thank you. Thank you for your kind words. And thank you so much to Canada's Walk of Fame. This award, it represents so much for me. And I really am humbled and honored to receive it. I feel blessed because I've always felt I had a purpose. A purpose is not a job, it's not money, it's not to enrich ourselves now. It's knowing that what we do now impacts future generations, hopefully in positive ways. My mantra over the years has been simple. Do good every day. Work harder than everyone else. Expect nothing from anyone. And in the face of the impossible, just keep putting one foot in front of the other. You will get somewhere eventually. I loved all the opportunities Canada gave me, and it has been my passion to create opportunities for other Canadians. There's so much talent here. I congratulate all the inductees, and I hope all our legacies inspire future generations to stand on our shoulders and show the world what Canada is capable of. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you.
Grab one, Casey, grab one, man. Come on. Take them all.
Good Life was built to empower and change Canadian lives. From supersets to hot yoga, this is where we thrive. Born here, built here. This is Canada's gym.
April 13th, 2003, the birds are singing, the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day, and we're here in Georgia watching golf.
That's right. In just a few moments, Mike Weir is about to make history and become the first and only Canadian to win the Masters tournament.
Proving that if you work hard and set your minds to it, you can accomplish anything. Now, everybody, shh, and let's watch.
We are live at the final round of the Masters.
This is going to be Mike Weir's Masters. It'll be good enough. The green jacket is going north of the border. Mike Weir has won the Masters.
Canada celebrates. Mike Weir is the Masters champion.
That win changed golf in Canada forever and proved that greatness could come from north of the border. Weir went on to 8 PGA Tour victories, including a World Golf Championship. He spent over 110 weeks in the top 10 of the official World Golf rankings. He's been named Canada's Male Athlete of the Year 3 times and inducted into the Canadian Golf Hall of Fame. Mike Weir has teed it up in 5 President's Cups and served as captain of the international team. Off the course, through the Mike Weir Foundation, he's helped raise millions for children's health and wellness, driven by the same spirit that once inspired him as a kid watching Terry Fox chase a dream bigger than himself. For making Canadians believe they belong in the greatest game and inspiring generations to swing big, we welcome Mike Weir to Canada's Walk of Fame.
And Weir will get the crowd fired up even more.
Please welcome to the stage, Tom Cochrane.
Still get chills watching that. Some amazing stories here tonight. Thanks to Canada's Walk of Fame and Jeffrey Latimer for getting all you guys together, and also for lifting us all up. It's an honor to be invited here to help Mike Weir receive his spot in Canada's Walk of Fame. Mike and I go back about 20 years, and we first met at the charity golf tournament put on by Mike Weir Foundation. The impact Mike's win had on Canadian sports fans can't be overstated. We felt his pride, we shared in his glory. He inspired an entire generation of Canadian professional golfers to strive to make it to the PGA Tour, thinking that perhaps, hey, if Mike can do it, maybe we can do it too. And through it all, Mike has remained humble. When you meet him, He's a good guy. He's a hockey fan. He's fun-loving, down-to-earth dude, a good dad. You know the type, a Canadian. But make no mistake, the kid from Brights Grove had a passion and a fire in his belly as big as a Canadian outdoors to be the best. And in April 2003, he stood alone against the best in the world. He pulled the sword from the stone and he raised it up for all of Canada and all of the world to see. Please welcome Canada's greatest golfer of all time, the one and the only Mike Weir.
Thank you, Tom. In the golf world, we say he's a good stick. He's not only a legendary performer and artist here in our country, but he's a good golfer himself. So I appreciate you taking the time, Tom. Thank you. I'd like to congratulate all the other recipients. It's truly an honor to spend this evening here with you and hear your stories. It's been an incredible evening. So reflecting and thinking of all the people who have helped me in my life, I think of my dad who introduced me to the game, which led me to Huron Oaks Golf Club back in Brights Grove, where Steve Bennett, the head pro there, helped me learn the fundamentals of the game. And from there on to college golf, where Carl Tucker helped me prepare my game for the professional ranks. Along the way, my family's love and constant support has been that rock for me. The game has a bunch of ups and downs, and they've always been there for me. I'd like to thank the Canadian fans along the way, always with me through the good and bad times. A lot of the other recipients tonight talked about Canadian values, and I agree. You know, those values of integrity, honesty, perseverance, they're all in alignment with golf's values as well. You know, doing the right thing when no one's looking. You know, golf's an honorable game. You call penalties on yourself sometimes, you know, when no one's watching. I think that's what Canadians do. They live those values. I guess I've never imagined that I'd be up here amongst you today. And with everybody's speeches that I've heard today, it reminded me how unique and beautiful our country is. And I'm really, truly honored to receive this award. Thank you so much.
Our final inductee of the evening is Our Lady Peace.
Before playlists and algorithms, there were bands that cut through the static and gave a generation something to hold on to. In the 90s in Canada, that band was Our Lady Peace. Rainmaiden's voice wasn't like anything else on the radio. It cracked open songs with equal parts fury and fragility. A perfect match for lyrics that dove into alienation, anxiety, and longing for something real. It resonated loudly.
Our Lady Peace! Our Lady Peace!
With 4 Juno Awards, 10 MMVAs, and millions of albums sold worldwide, the accolades tell one story. Their drive to connect went beyond the music. With Ray Maida as a vocal advocate, the band has raised awareness for humanitarian causes, most notably supporting War Child, reflecting the same compassion and conviction that define their songs. And today, they take their place among Canada's icons.
Man, is it good to be home.
Welcome to Canada's Walk of Fame, Our Lady Peace.
Please welcome acclaimed broadcaster George Stroumboulopoulos.
If you're of a certain vintage, you know that short of a handful of artists who had broken big, there wasn't really an infrastructure in place in Canada where these bands were getting this kind of support. But in the early 90s, a small group of bands were so undeniable. The songs were so incredible, they could not be denied. A band who have tireless commitment to craft and songwriting and performance, yes, that's wonderful, but who are also about so much more. They were about us together. They were about pushing us to listen to not only our better angels, but to be the better angels, the ones that other people could rely on. The songwriting of this crew, the performance, the interior push of Rain Maida is otherworldly. And here's the most important thing of all, I believe, that when the ones you can believe in, the ones who've pulled it off for so long, through all these journeys, have never not been absolutely decent men. That's the thing that I'm the most proud about for these guys. This country and this Walk of Fame is better because of you. Come on up, Our Lady Peace.
When you start a rock and roll band, you have to allow yourself to dream, and you dream about the idea of, I don't know, selling out your first club, or you dream of the idea of being able to actually get a record deal, and you dream about maybe hearing your song on the radio. But I can hopefully speak for everyone that nowhere in that bucket list of rock and roll dreams was getting a star on the Canadian Walk of Fame. So this is an incredible honor. And as much as we'd probably like to believe that the idea of a song, the power of just a song, can maybe get you from there to here, we all know that that's not true. It takes, especially in our line of work, it takes a whole team of people that also believe in those dreams. And of course, our families. For me, my mom, my dad, my brother Dan, my wife Chantel, my witness, and our 3 boys. Without this, none of this works. Without our families, and if I'm being real, none of it's really worth it without our families. So thank you, thank you.
More than 30 years later, they are still selling out arenas across this country, and what a treat. You may have noticed there are instruments on stage. They're about to play for you. Our Lady Peace.
Oh, Johnny wishes he was famous. Spends the time alone in the basement while Leonard and Cobain and a guitar and a stereo. Well, he wishes he could escape this. It all seems so contagious not to be yourself and faceless in a song that has no soul. I remember feeling alone. Remember losing hope. And I remember our feelings and the day they stop. And we are all innocent. We are all innocent. We are. And we are all innocent. We are all innocent. We are. No, she not losing faith in what she knows. It's our music, it's all the bird clothes. Thinks it's surgery and a no-nose. Every calorie is a war. And when she wishes she was a dancer, like she never heard of cancer. Wishes God would give us some answers and make her feel beautiful. I remember feeling alone. I remember losing hope. I remember our feelings and the day they stop. We are all innocent. We are all innocent. We are all innocent. We are all innocent. We are. Yeah. And the day they stop. We are all innocent. We are all innocent. We are, and we are all innocent. We are all innocent. We are, and you are. We are all innocent. We are all innocent. We are, yeah. We are all innocent. Well, we are all innocent. We are. Thank you, everyone. Good night.